All right, let's turn our attention now back to that summer sizzle forecasted for everyone today with a heat advisory going into effect starting at 11 o'clock this morning. It's time now to prepare your home, your family, and your pets for this potentially dangerous weather.
10 News 5's Katie Collette is out in the elements right now at the oceanfront with tips to keep you cool and healthy during this forecasted heat. And Katie, I see a nice breeze blowing, so it's not too bad out there right now, huh?
Yeah, it's actually not terrible here right now, to be honest. There's definitely a pretty strong breeze blowing right now, but that's really all folks here at the oceanfront seem to need to worry about right now. And you know, a lot of people in Hampton Roads in North Carolina are pros when it comes to handling the heat, but you know, even pros need a refresher every once in a while. So let's talk a little bit about what it'll take to keep you healthy and happy today.
Hampton Roads in North Carolina blanketed by a heat advisory lasting into this evening, meaning the heat today is dangerous.
The biggest risk, though, really is elderly people who may be disabled and alone at home.
People like Shirley Wilson, who suffers from heart failure and acute bronchitis. She can only handle the heat forecasted for today for a few minutes.
Right now, I can feel my breath is getting shorter.
That's why it's important for the elderly and disabled to stay inside, out of the sun and in cool conditions. And it's just as important for you to check on them.
The tragedy is that most people with heat stroke are actually found dead at home, so that they become confused, and with that confusion they don't call for help.
Now, for those of you who work in heat regularly, doctors say your body can adjust to some degree, but you need to stay hydrated.
The dangers are that with this heat at this level, and especially on a humid day, you can't often judge how much fluid you're losing. You may think you're replacing your fluids by drinking a glass of water here and a glass of juice there, but sometimes it takes far more than you know.
Water, and lots of it, will be your friend today.
And of course, libraries are also a good place to try and keep cool on a hot day like today. And it's also important for you to follow the news to find out if any of the cities in our area open any cooling centers today as well. Just one more quick reminder for you, make sure you bring your pets inside if you can, give them lots of water, and try not to walk them if at all possible later today, because the heat and how hot it makes the ground can possibly burn the pads of their feet. Live in Virginia Beach, Katie Collette, 10 on your side.
Good tips, Katie. Thank you much. Now, Hampton has already set up a cooling center for people who need to escape the heat. It's at the First United Methodist Church on East Queen Street from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And in Norfolk, the city's Office to End Homelessness will hand out cold water bottles all over Ocean View starting at 10 a.m.